Good morning, children. We have already learned the three method how to compute mean of the data. Now I'll repeat one question and calculate all the three methods here only. Find the mean by all the three methods. Class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 50 to 40 to 50. Then corresponding frequencies are 9, 12, 15, 10 and 40. So the first method is direct method. So here we continue with the class interval. Class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. All class width is same, that is 10 is the difference, right? 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50. Once again the points are repeating. Let's just listen and continue the practice. So 10 is the difference in each class width is same. Now corresponding frequency we are taking down. So 9, 12, 15, 10, then 14. Now the next step is xi. Xi is 10 and 0, that is the mid class midpoint or class mark is 5 only. Similarly, if we go for this 20 plus 10, 30 by 2, it is 15, and we checked that all class width is same, so we can add a 10 and go. So 25, 35, then 45. What is the next step? Fi xi. For direct method we need the column Fi xi. So 9 into 5 45, 12 into 15 180, 25 into 15 it is 375, 10 into 35 it is 350, and 45 into 14 it is 630. Sigma Fi, it is equal to 60. Then sigma Fi xi, it is equal to 1580. So we got the sum equal to 1580 only. Now direct method, x bar equal to, we should write the formula sigma Fi xi by sigma Fi, 1580 divided by 60. So it is equal to 26.33. So we got the mean by direct method, that is equal to 26.33. Now let us go for the second method. Already we are having this column Fi xi is there. So xi we have calculated. Xi I am marking as assumed mean is 25. 25 is the middle one, right? So 25 we have chosen as assumed mean. So what is the next column? Di. Di, what is the formula for us? Xi minus a. So 5 minus 25, it is minus 20. 15 minus 25, it is minus 10, 0, then 10, here 20. So anybody not remembering this formula, I'll write here xi minus a only, right? So here is the column. Next, what is the column next? Fi di. So I just this column we are taking, and here we are taking column di. So just I'll catch the fingers and multiply here. Minus 180, minus 120, 0, then 100, then 280. See, here only I am doing all the three methods, so little bit space I am adjusting and writing here. This is minus 300, and what about this 380? So sigma Fi di equal to plus 80. So we need two more column, that is fi di and di also. So finally we are done. So again I'm going for the second method here, assumed mean method. X bar equal to a plus sigma fi di by sigma fi equal to 25 plus 80 divided by 60. It is equal to 25 plus 2, 3 and 4. 4 by 3. It is 1.333. So again it is equal to 26.333. Now the third method, step deviation method, ui is required. So already we have calculated di here. So I'll write here ui equal to di by class mark, that is 10 only. So minus 20 by 10, it is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Next, what is the column? The last column is fi ui. So here we have to mark some other mark, so I'll use here into only. So fi I'll keep the fingers, ui is here, so minus 18, minus 12, 0, then 10 into 1 10, 14 into 2 28. So here minus 30 plus 38. Again sigma fi ui equal to 8. So the last method, that is step deviation method. X bar equal to a plus h into sigma fi ui by sigma fi. 25 plus 10 into 8 divided by 60. So again 25 plus 8 by 6, we will get the same answer here only. So 25 plus 1.33, it is equal to 26.33. See, all the three method we have done. It is little bit confusing without practice. If you had done the proper practice, it is not that much difficult, very easy question only. So what is the answer we are having? For the first one it is 26.33, second one also 26.33, and the third one also 26.33. So little changes in the formula, sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. Then assumed mean method, a plus sigma fi di by sigma fi, a plus h into sigma fi ui by sigma fi for step deviation. So all the three method you can see that the mean value is same. So what is the conclusion we are making from this? The result obtained by all the three method is the same, that is mean. Which is the result here? Mean. The result means mean only. So mean is obtained for all the three method is same. Choice of the method is to be used depending upon the numerical values of xi and fi. So depending upon xi and fi, we can choose which method. Xi and fi are sufficiently small, then direct method is used. Small. If they are small, direct method is the choice. If xi and fi are numerically large, then we can go for assumed mean method as well as step deviation method, which is known as a shortcut method also. Next, if the class size is unequal, we have done one example in the last video. If the class size is unequal and xi is also large, we can still apply the step deviation method by taking h is the suitable divisor of all the di's. It is the common factor. That time h is not considered as a class size. H is the common factor for all the di's. Maximum di's to be chosen. So that is the way we can use the all the three method. So either you can go for a direct method or assumed mean method or a step deviation method depending upon the values of xi and fi. Unless and until the question is specified for any special method, otherwise it is depending upon the children's choice which is the suitable method for them. Now the next important topic, that is they will give us the less than table and more than table. We have to find out the original class interval and the frequency. This type of the questions they will give. So we have to use by converting original frequencies mean, median, mode. So we have started with the mean. As you know that we have to continue median and mode also. But before that, this I'll give two examples. There you can learn how to convert our original class interval and frequency easily. So convert into original class interval and the frequency. This is the basic knowledge required. So they had given less than 10, 0 students, less than 30, 10 students, less than 50, 25 students, less than 70, it is 43 students, less than 90, 65 students, then 110, how many students are there? 87. Then what is the next year? 130, 96, 150, 100. So in the class, what is the total number of the students? That is 100. So what is the meaning of less than 10 and less than 30? Only two I am taking. Less than 10 means usually the students who scored less than 10 only. Then less than 30 means the student who scored less than 30. Less than 30 if we consider less than 10 also included, isn't it? Now one more example. Less than 55 have considered. 0 mark is considered. 0 to 50 how many children are there? 25 is there. Understood? So less than 10 means what is the meaning? 0 to 10 how many are there? 0. Less than 30 means 0 to 30 how many are there? Next, less than 50 means 0 to 50 how many are there? So what is the meaning of this? Just I want to calculate 0 to 10 how many are there means I can directly say it is 0 only. Next class interval. What is the class interval? I have to split as the original class interval. See, so 0 to 10 I have written. Next class interval is, it is 10 to 30 only. 10 to 30 if I want to segregate from this one, I should do the subtraction of 10 minus 0, right? That is why less than 10 is deducted. So the next one is 10 to 30 will be counted. For example, less than 50. I want to, the next class interval, it is 30 to 50 only. So what I should do? Here I told 0 I'll write. Then 10 minus 0, 10 I'll write. 25 minus 10, that is 15. Right? So this is the idea. We want to write the class interval like this, not like this. It is less than. Less than 30 means it is starting from 0 to 30. Less than 50 means it's starting from 0 to 50. But our class interval is how much? It is only just 30 to 50 only and 10 to 30 only. So only that means we should take the difference of successive class frequencies. So we have taken 0 is coming, that is why 0 is coming, 10 minus 0, 10 is coming, 25 minus 10, that is 15 is coming, right? So 30 to 50, how many children are there? Only 15. But here what they showed 25. So 0 to 50, how many are there? Understood? So that is why 25 is coming. Now one more easy method I'll tell. If less than table is given, then whatever is given, it is our upper limit. So I'll write 70, 90, 110, 130, 150. Right? If you got the upper limit, we can write here the lower limit. This 50 will be the next lower limit. 70 will be the next lower limit. Next 90 will be the next lower limit. 110. Then last one is 130. Right? Now what is the next step? We should take the difference of these two. See, 25 minus 10, 15 we have written. Now 43 minus 25, it is 18. Now 65 minus 43. 3, 5 means 2. It is 22. Next 87 minus 67. One more 22. Right? Next 96 minus 87. Next 100 minus 96. 4. Got 100 minus 96, it is 4. So what we should do, when the less than table is given, we should take the upper limit. 10 will be upper limit, 30 will be the upper limit, 50 will be the upper limit. Next is 70 is the upper limit, 90 is the upper limit. Correspondingly, we can make the lower limit. Now how to write the frequencies? Just to take the difference. 10 minus 0, 10. 25 minus 10, it is 15. Understood? Next 43 minus 25, 18. Now one more step is there. Whether you add all these, you should get the maximum number of students, that is 100 only. So if you add, we will get 100. So this is our frequency. So original class interval we got and frequency we got. One more example we will do, that time it will be more clear to you. So less than type is given, we have to write the class interval now and the frequency. Class interval I already told below is given. So whatever is given, that is our upper limit. So 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. If we got the upper limit, we can write the lower limit also. So it's 45 only. Here 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So already 5 is the difference. So we can take that. This is 40. Right? So what is the, now we have got a class interval. Now what is the next step? Frequency. So 4 is the first one, 40 to 45, nothing to be done, the 4 to be taken down as it is. What is the next step? 8 minus 4, it is equal to 4. 21 minus 8, 13. 26 minus 21, it is 5. Next 32 minus 26, it is 6. 37 minus 32, 5. 39 minus 37, it is 2. 40 minus 39, it is 1. If you add, you will get 17, 26, 32, 37, it is 40. If we add, we will get to 40. This is the maximum. So we got a class interval and a frequency. What we have done? We have done just we have taken, if it is a less than type, what is we have done? We have taken the upper limit and we have taken the differences, successive class interval difference. 4 minus 0, that is 4 only. 8 minus 4, 4. 21 minus 8, 13. 26 minus 21, it is 5. 32 minus 26, it is 6. 37 minus 32, it is 5. 39 minus 37, it is 2. 40 minus 39, it is equal to 1. So how we can check this step? We have to add and see what is the total number of frequencies. What is the total number of frequency? It is equal to 40. That is equal to last class intervals corresponding frequencies. This is all we are telling as a added frequency, which is known as a cumulative frequency. The terms I'll teach you later only while learning the median classes. Now here we have converted original class interval and the frequency. I think when less than or below table is given, you can convert into original class interval and frequency. The step you have already learned. Now the next step is about more than type class interval only. That we will learn in the next class. With this, today's video I am winding up. Thank you.